Voice of my people, where culture speaks, truth echoes, and hope rises.
Hello, you're welcome to the Voice of My People Global. My name is Emmanuel Anya. I'm your host, and I have a special guest with me this beautiful day. Welcome to 2026. This is the first episode we are having in 2026, and we want to start it in the month of love. I have a special guest. She is a relationship coach. She's a personal friend, and I have the honor to have her with me here on the Voice of My People. I would like her to introduce herself. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. My name is Honorable Chinyere Onyeukwu. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, and I'm a relationship coach.
Thank you so much. That's uh, a lovely one. Today we are looking at relationship, but we are looking at relationship with the context of how we do relationship at every level. A lot of persons have relationship built from their family circle. We have relationships in our workplace. We have people we relate with everywhere, both in church, both in our community. We have different levels of relationship. And sometimes this relationship can either be successful, healthy, or broken. Now we are looking at relationship. How is relationship important?
All right. Relationship is very important even to God. And that is why somewhere in the Holy Book it says, woe to him that is alone, because when he falleth, there will be no man to help him. And that is practically saying that God doesn't want anybody to be alone. And no matter how much you have tried in any relationship and it failed, you keep trying because you can't be alone. Nobody is encouraged to be alone.
Yeah.
So relationship is very, very important. Be it romantic, be it family, be it secular, anywhere in the Christendom, relationship is one of the ingredients of life. You can't do without relationship. Now, most times, why people complain, oh, I'm done, I don't want to do again, oh, friends are betraying, most times you look inwards. You might be the cause why those relationships are failing. So I encourage people, first of all, for you to build a healthy relationship, who are you? What are your strengths and your weaknesses? You bring to the table your personality. Look at yourself. What am I contributing to these failed relationships? You might be the cause and you don't know. You keep blaming people. So the highest form of maturity in relationship is your ability to know self. And you know the kind of relationship you are building. And you also know how to contribute to the growth of that relationship.
That's a good one.
That is very important.
You said something about ability to know self.
Yeah.
And I think there's something known as self awareness.
Yes.
Yeah, and if you're able to relate well with your emotions, then having control of your emotions before you can relate with
Yeah.
someone else.
Yeah.
Now, let me understand. You said something about broken relationship. You checking on if you're responsible. Commonly what we all do when we have issues relating with people, we point hands.
Blame the other person.
So how do I now, instead of pointing hands, first of all, do a self-examination?
Yeah. Now, to build a good and healthy relationship, it involves the people in the relationship. And honestly, if it's not working, two persons contributed for it not to work. Most times it's easier to point finger to the other person, not you. I woke up one day after examining myself. I found out I picked my phone and began to call friends that have stayed with me for 10 years. I was appreciating them for staying with somebody like me. Because at that point, I discovered I had issues. If these people stayed this long, it's not that they didn't see the things that would have made them leave, but they stayed because they made a choice to stay with my weaknesses. Now, you self-examine yourself. If you know you are temperamental, you should know, because one thing can happen to both of us. The way we handle it is different. Now, most times people easily throw friendship to the trash because they think they can get another one. They don't have time to make excuses. They don't have time to, oh, this person is human too. They have weaknesses. If you're in a relationship, you're always thinking you're right, you're right, you're right. You mark result sheet for yourself and score yourself high. You're not going any far. So you all need to come to a point when there are issues in your relationship. You think, okay, first of all, where did I fault? What part did I play in this that happened? Am I supposed to keep quiet when I was talking? Am I supposed to say sorry and I didn't say sorry? What were my reactions? How did I contribute? There was a lady that had issue with the husband, and she was blaming the husband for infidelity. And when she came for counseling, I asked her, I said, before you point finger to this man, were you there emotionally? I said, because if we come to a place of relationship where you have the opportunity to talk to yourself, bring yourself to the table, and begin to score yourself honestly, intentionally talk to yourself on the areas you didn't do well, you will reduce one, the level you blame the other person, and the level you become angry of what the other person did. And that will help you build a better relationship. Even if the one you had is not working, you are going to enter the next one being better person
Yeah,
than you were before.
yeah, yes, totally agree. Um, do you think if there's something called a workshop
Yeah,
for relationship,
definitely.
what will be the tools that are required for you to navigate? We're not looking at just relationship between a man and a woman. We're looking at,
Cut
yeah,
across.
even among siblings, even
Yes,
among
definitely.
parents
Yeah,
and children. We're looking at there's a yardstick to use
yeah,
for scoring what is called a healthy relationship.
yeah.
And what would that be?
Now, for any relationship to be healthy, there must be open communication. I There's something I and my siblings we've been doing over time, and it has helped us. We talk about everything. How you feel, you talk about it. Now, and another thing we're talking about how you feel is how the message comes out, the timing and the tone
Mm, mm.
is very important,
Mhm.
because you might have the right message,
For the wrong
the
time.
wrong timing,
Yeah.
and the wrong tone. You'll be
And when you keep
and when
doing
you
that,
keep, yes,
somebody can just keep
yes,
avoiding you
yes,
when you
yes,
even want
yes,
to come at
yes,
the right
yes,
time
yes,
because
yes, yes,
they
yes,
don't want to explode.
yes. Like personally, myself, when I'm angry, I don't communicate. I wouldn't want, because words are powerful. Words are powerful. That you regretted what you said does not retrieve those words that you said. You
True.
understand? So if I value my relationship with you, one thing I do is that I mind what I say to you. No matter how they sound beautiful, how right I am, I will always put myself in your shoe. This thing I'm trying to say to this person, how will it
Yeah.
understand? And another thing that helps in relationship is that when you now know yourself, you know the other person. We are of different temperaments. What I say to a phlegmatic, I might not say it to a melancholy. I will not say it to a sanguine, because they receive it differently. Likewise, in siblings, we are seven. The way I communicate to each and every one of them differs, because they will receive the message differently. So in a corporate place, what I do, I you look at people, you are colleagues, but you mind the way you talk to people differently, because they will receive the message differently. So for you to build a healthy relationship, communication is important, because when you communicate often, it will kill assumption. What is assumption? You keep assuming. Oh, I thought. Oh, I thought. I thought. Most of the things we thought are not the real things. But because you won't talk about it, you keep thoughting. and it destroys relationship a lot. So communicate, often.
That's one of the major
Yeah,
keys.
one of the major keys.
Now, we're saying building.
Yeah.
In building, it's a process.
Yes.
Sometimes it takes years.
Yeah.
Time is involved.
Definitely.
Consistency is involved. So if I can see two persons in a relationship and admire them, but that's a product of a
time
long
and sacrifice.
Yes. So are people patient enough to build, or they demand healthy relationship instead of building healthy relationship?
That is where the problem lies. We are this time around. I see people being very, very impatient with people, and nobody wants to commit to relationship. Most people come to the table of relationship because of what they are going to get from it.
Yeah.
And motive is a very, 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 very dicey thing. If both of us are into relationship, you might not know my motive for saying yes to you. You might not, I will not know yours. But with time, with situations, with happenings, it begins to open up to the motives of why we're in this relationship. Now, people don't want to commit. Let me tell you, the currency to a healthy relationship, apart from communication, is time. You need to commit time. You need to be patient. You need to be there for the person. It's not if both of us are into relationship, we must put value to it differently. What you will bring might not be what I will bring. You might be bringing financial value while I will be bringing time value.
Yeah.
You understand? Now, you might have 5 friends. You should be able to define the value they bring to you.
Yeah.
You understand? And you don't need to come to equate all of them, to measure all of them. No. What I do among my friends, I have friends that, a wise man said, when you call a banquet and all your friends are on the high table, he said, you don't have friends.
Sure.
You need to have friends that their position is in the kitchen. For example, you need to have friends that their position is about your money. You need to have friends. So what do I mean? You don't get the same class of people in your cycle.
Yeah.
And therefore, when you get there, also make them feel important at their level, at everybody's level. Let them feel important. Now, that is where commitment, patience. People are from different walks of life, and we are formed because of the things we have gone through.
Yeah. Where we are coming from.
Life experiences have molded us to the person we are today. And if you must get the best out of everyone that you're in relationship with, find out their story.
Yeah. Not for the purpose of using it.
Because relationship is meant to make you better than I met you. If I'm in a relationship with you and I have good intention towards that relationship, you should be better now than when I met you. That is to say, I should understand where you're coming from, where you're behaving the way you're behaving. So I don't quickly judge people by I would want to know what is prompting this. Why is this person behaving this? Some people, when you talk to them, say, no, I'm done with love, I'm done. No, I will not conclude. I want to find out what produced this. So if I'm able to trace back from where you're coming from, I'll be able to know how to help you to begin to get better. So that is where time and commitment is. So if you're coming into a relationship with anybody at any level, find out how you better their life. Where you create value, not what you get from them. And that will help you to be patient with that person. That will help you to commit to that person. And that is how healthy relationship is being built.
We live in a society where everybody is looking out for themselves.
Yeah.
We're looking out for what we are going to gain. And everybody's in a hurry. So the time to commit, like you said, people deliberately choose a ready ground where I can commit and gain.
Again.
Now, to commit selflessly is difficult.
Yeah.
And now we're talking about relationship at all levels,
Yeah.
not really a man and a woman. Even when you even look at a man and
A man
woman,
is the same thing.
It's the same. It's
Yeah.
about what's in for me.
Yes.
A woman responds to love based on what
is available.
Me. Yeah, and a man wants to also know what is
getting,
so
what you're bringing to the table.
All about what I'm getting is transactional. Now, when we look at relationship in a community, now I believe some of the things you said, you talked about people being intentional in choosing for different reasons. For me to have relationship with people, not only on the high table, also in the kitchen and other places you mentioned, means I'm intentional. I'm looking at having somebody in all fronts. What will make someone begin to think like that?
Now, like we said earlier, in relationship is not built overnight. Relationship takes time from one level to another. And as you building patiently, you begin to discover the placement of these people in your life. That is very important. Now, you can meet people different places. I tell people circumstances can bring us together, but we become intentional to build something out of it.
Yeah.
Like in a community parties, political parties can bring us together. A lot of church can bring us together. But then, what you make out of what the people you meet, depending on your personality and your drive. Personally, when we are younger, you make friends out of excitement. But when you're growing older, at that point, you should be able to know where you are going, who you are, what drives you. That will also help you to know who to really associate with on friendship matters. All of us can be, or we are colleagues, we are church members, but everybody is not your friend. That word friendship is very strong. You understand? So now, when you now get people, you are in a place, you have known a lot of people. If you are somebody that is intentional like me, you now begin to watch out to people. I encourage people, anywhere you meet yourself, something good must come out of there. There are people, see, life is about passage. As you're passing, there are people you meet that will help you get to the next level. So when you come to a place, don't take meeting people for granted.
Yeah.
Don't take it, because there's something there that will take you to the next phase. Now, as you grow older, you become intentional about life. When you now come to a community, for example, where we are having things are going on, a lot of things will begin to unveil people that you now know, oh, this is my kind of person. This is the person I like to work with. It's either you are attracted by what they do or their personality. One thing I do is that when I admire you, and maybe where I want to be tomorrow, you're already there. I want to associate with you so that I can get there.
Yeah. Not to pull you down.
Not to pull you down, no. Not to pull you down, so that I can get there. That is being intentional about relationship. Now, there are people also that will get attracted to you because they also want to get to where you are today. You also need to be intentional to help them become. Yeah. So you don't go up to shut down. No, you go up. As you go up, you drag people also to come to where you are. So in a community, you see people that are running after you and you are running after others because you want to get to where this person is, and some people want to come to where you are. And at that point, like I said earlier, these people that want to come to where you are, they should have place in your life. Assuming you're having banquet, those are the people that will be loyal to you, to be at the kitchen, to be at the places where your eyes cannot reach, because they are doing it out of loyalty. They want, there is a seed of time and commitment they are sowing into your life to be able to come to where you are.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's correct. But just a minute, we'll be taking a break right now, and after this, I know my guest has a lot to say as we are approaching the season of vow. Please stay tuned. We would have a lot to tell you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, this season is special, and a lot
Yeah.
of persons get excited anytime we come to February and we're approaching the 14th, and everybody is out there celebrating love. When we're talking about relationship now, and we're looking at it from the view of keeping healthy
Relationship.
relationships.
Yeah.
And I want to ask some few questions because I know a lot of persons have been sending me, messages so we could have this conversation. Healthy relationship, like we have said, it's not about a man and a woman, and I still believe that the idea of Valentine is not tied to
Romantic
romance
love expression.
or lovers. It's
Yeah.
beyond that. It's
Yeah.
about caring for someone, and that's what I believe. And now, generally, because I keep talking about life is a journey, and this journey we're not meant to do it alone. You can do this journey of life in a marriage.
Yeah.
You can do it with a friend. You can do it with an associate. You
Yeah.
can do it in even with your family.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do life. For doing life, how do I do life? Understanding that my living is for others and not for myself alone.
Yeah. At the point you realize that the life you live is not yours alone, that you need to leave some footprints on the sand of time, it will change everything about you. Naturally, we are wired to be selfish, myself, and I. But when you come to the point and know that I need to, I do something. When I see people's obituary, do you know what I imagine? If it were to be me, what would people say about me? How many persons will cry because I affected their life positively? We need to start thinking in that direction. That as I am, who am I affecting positively? Who will wake up and say, Father, thank you because of this person? It doesn't really need to be your family member. It doesn't really need to be your lover. But somebody that your life is affecting positively. And that is what Valentine is all about. Reach out to somebody. Make somebody shed tears of joy. Pass somewhere and somebody will say, an angel passed today. That is what love is all about. And it's not to express to somebody that you intend to get something back. That is why you're doing it. No. Do it to someone that you know cannot come back to say, reciprocate in the same dimension that you have given. That is what love is. When it begins to attach to I give you, I give me. Okay, now it's Valentine. I bought a gift for my husband and now ask him, what did you buy for me? Oh no, that is not it. That is not it. So reach out to someone. You can cook, even if it's 1 cup of rice. Put it, go out, give it to someone that will not even trace you back to say thank you.
That's good.
You understand? So this period of time, a lot of people have entered into error. Marriages have scattered, where a wife is monitoring the husband where he goes. Men are sneaking out. Lovers are doing some. No, that is not what it is. That is not what it is. Reach out to someone. Show someone love that you've not shown before. Someone you've not reached out to. Let somebody feel love because you showed it. That is what we are in this season.
Yeah, that's really remarkable. We say things like um, doing something special this season. People are exchanging gifts, people are buying gifts for others. There's a set of persons, the Bible tells us that God is the husband of the widow. Widows out there probably don't have someone who's going to reciprocate or show love. I want to talk to my audience. I want to just let you know that this season of Valentine,
Yeah.
I want to be part of those who would make Valentine special for at least 10 to 20 widows, even if it is 5,000 naira that you're willing to be part of. Join me in giving 20 or there's a 10, 20 persons out there and 5,000 naira love gift. I would really appreciate it. As we are talking about relationships, widows have this special spot in the heart of God. And I believe, funnily, a lot of churches are beginning to find a way to take advantage or change the narrative of Valentine. But I still feel they do it in terms of relationship in marriage, or trying to talk to singles about relationships, which is good, but that is not where I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it, this is a time to show love to everyone. If we show love in Christmas, we show love in Valentine, because everything, both Easter is a show of love. It's all about Christianity is based on showing love. So I think we should not make anything about expressing love seasonal. It should be our lifestyle.
Daily lifestyle.
Yes, it has to be our lifestyle. So talk to me, what are the best ways in building healthy relationship we can express love? I'm not talking about romantic love. I'm talking about the kind of love you show a colleague, a member of your community, just someone you spotted, someone who's been like the person is. There are people who will never say a word. They are just probably, like we said, understanding where they're coming from. Maybe being quiet is as a result of what they have experienced, so they've withdrawn. So how do we express love?
Most times, when you are an intentional person, you also need to know your environment, know the people that are working with you, especially like a community. There was a day I was passing by a young man. I noticed I was prompted in my spirit to give him something. You understand? So when your spirit is alive, you always hear that, please do this, please do this, no matter how small for somebody. So you look at everybody, see, there are people you're better off than you know that I'm better than this person. So once in a while, reach out to that person to show love as in a community. There are people, there are people that sometimes they can jokingly admire what you're wearing. Sometimes they can just make, I'm hungry. In as much as we know that many people take advantage of being in a community to extort people, it becomes their lifestyle, and every time they are beggarly, they are not. But there are people that once in a while, when you look at them, you've met. When you work with people, when this person is not looking the way he used to look, you should calmly, how are you? And when people open up to you, you don't use it against them. When they hear it tomorrow, they won't again. So you've even killed them more than you met them. You've even destroyed them more than they were before. So you'll be able to look at your environment, find out people, reach out, no matter how small. It's even better you do it without them asking. It's better you reach out to them without them asking. So look around you. There are people you're better off. So once in a while, let something leave you to them.
That's amazing.
Let something leave you to them.
That's amazing. Okay, we would want to this episode. We want to open up this episode. A lot of us out there, probably you want to be with us. We're having another recording for Thursday. We're opening up as many persons who want to be part of our love relationship conversation. You're welcome to call us and join us on Thursday as we have a roundtable talk on this. So from us here, what's your parting words?
Love is sweet. Love is beautiful. Be intentional about love. First of all, you can't love well without loving yourself. So it's easier for us to love people, but you don't love yourself. So come to that point of loving yourself first, so that you'll be able to give love.
Beautiful. From the voice of my people, we say to you, enjoy this season of love and make sure you don't leave someone without putting a smile on their face. God bless you. See you next time. Thank you.
Are you
you Igbo? Do you have a real story? One that can inspire generations? Do you want the world to know what you will do or what you are? Then the Voice of My People Global is your platform. We are the heartbeat of Igbo identity, where culture speaks, truth echoes, and hope rises. From entrepreneurs to artists, from culture lovers to change makers, we tell authentic Igbo stories loud and proud across Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and more. Don't just watch, be heard. Your voices matters. Your journey can inspire. Your roots are your power. Call us now or today on 0810-460-4455 or reach us on WhatsApp to begin your journey with us. The Voice of My People Global, celebrating Igbo excellence, sharing Igbo stories, uniting Igbo voices. Join the movement, be the voice.
Culture is speaking. Truth is echoing. Hope is rising.